Live at 5, a woman running for New York State government says she wants to crack down on corruption. How prepared are schools for a possible school shooting? The state comptroller wants to know. Plus, fashion designer Kate Spade found dead of an apparent suicide.
Live and on demand from the WNY NewsNow studios in downtown Jamestown. This is NewsNow, live at 5.
And welcome to News Now at 5. I'm Justin Gould. Our top 5 at 5, Judy Einach announced last month that she's running for our county assembly seat against incumbent Republican Andy Goodell. Today, she sat down with our Matt Hummel to discuss her campaign. Einach told us she plans to fight corruption in Albany by being more transparent than other career politicians. Catch the full conversation with Matt coming up after the break. And with a parole hearing imminent for convicted cop killer Anthony Bottom, New York State Senator Kathy Young is urging residents to sign an online petition demanding that the New York State Board of Parole deny his release. The move comes in the wake of the parole board's recent decision to grant parole to one of Bottom's accomplices, Herman Bell. Young said she was alarmed and outraged when the New York State Parole Board voted to grant parole to Bell, who brutally killed 2 New York City police officers. In addition, Governor Cuomo recently signed an executive order pardoning more than 2,400 violent felons on parole, including murderers, rapists, and cop killers, so they can vote in November. Anyone interested in signing the online petition can get the link on our website, WNYNewsNow.com. And New York State auditors are reviewing safety plans for schools to ensure local districts are as prepared as possible for a potential school shooting. Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli said auditors from his office will check to make sure schools are complying with a 2000 state law requiring them to create plans for violence prevention, student evacuations, and emergency communication. DiNapoli said the state must do all it can to protect children from school shootings. Now, school safety has emerged as a legislative issue, too. Republicans have proposed increasing funding for armed school security officers, while Democrats in New York State offered up several gun control measures. Famed fashion designer Kate Spade has died. New York City police say Spade died in apparent suicide in her Upper East Side home. Officers say she left a note before hanging herself and was found by her housekeeper. Spade launched her iconic handbag and accessory line in 1993 with her future husband, Andy. Comedian David Spade is his brother. The couple sold the brand in 2006 and recently launched an accessories company named Frances Valentine after their teen daughter. Spade was 55 years old. The National Suicide Lifeline is 800-273-8255. Back here at home, St. Bonaventure University's men's basketball team has a new assistant coach. The team announced today that Sean Neal is the new assistant coach for the Bonnies. Neal served previously as the director of operations at the La Salle. He was part of 2 Explorer teams that won 20 games, including a 2012-13 club that reached the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament. Neal replaces David Moore, who accepted the head coaching job at West Georgia after spending the last 11 seasons in Olean.
Fast, accurate, and every day. First Defense weather.
And you're looking live at the Lakewood Sky Vision camera. Oh, you can see some of that sun peeking through, and more of that is on the way. We'll talk about it in just a few minutes.
You're watching WNY News Now, and this is News Now, live at 5.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
The Main Landing Restaurant, Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the main landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The main landing restaurant, excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
And welcome back to News Now at 5 o'clock. I'm joined by Judy Einach. Judy will be running for the State Assembly 150th District. Judy, thank you for coming aboard.
Thank you for inviting me.
So what inspired you? I know you've had some experience before with running in some in some other races, but what about this race? What brought you to the State Assembly race specifically?
Well, I was asked by Norm Green, who's chair of the Democratic Committee, and I gave it very, very serious thought. I looked at my own capacity to do that, and I looked at my opponent's voting record, and those two things combined clinched the deal. I said, yes, I will do this.
Is there anything you want to see different in Albany? I know a lot of people talk about how Albany isn't really transparent.
There's so much that we could do to clean that up if we have the will to do it. I certainly will advocate for everything that I think we can do and should do that will go a long ways toward curtailing corruption. I don't know that we'll ever get rid of it entirely, but we can do a great deal to minimize it.
Do you have any ideas in mind as the election approaches?
So I have no problem disclosing everything that should be disclosed so that the public and the voters really can get insight into what their representatives are doing.
You've ran in some political races
Just
before.
one.
Just one. What was that?
I ran for mayor of Buffalo in 2005 when it was a wide open field. I ran as an independent candidate and I stayed in the race defying all the odds and aggravating a lot of people until through election day. I knew I wasn't going to win, but women didn't run for mayor. That was not something that the men were used to. And I felt it was time. I knew the city well, and I thought I would represent women well. I thought I would represent the issues well, and I really had amazing support.
Was there anything that you learned from that race that now you can use, especially when you're going up against Mr. Goodell, who's, he's been in his position for many years now, 8 years, and he's had experience as well as being the county executive. So you're going up with someone that's experienced.
And he has a record. I can do the research to find out really where his votes have been and other things as well. I am very good at talking with people. I know I need to be out there all the time meeting people. And I know I have to be fearless about where I go and what I do. And I've actually been having a time of my life. I'm enjoying, truly discovering what's going on here. I hadn't been in this county much until I moved here in 2010, but I grew up going to Bemis Point every summer with my folks. And so getting around and getting out and seeing the great stuff that's happening here it's so much fun. It's actually made me feel younger and more alive.
Judy, thanks for coming. And Justin, back to you.
Thank you, Matt. When we return, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter's 7-day forecast.
The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, $16 for 16 days will get you in the door. Lose 4 pounds, your next month is on them. Try a green zone class and maximize your performance. Hot yoga, 24/7 access. Simply walk into Fitness Bunker in Lakewood right now on Summit Avenue.
Make an investment in your health and wellness. Fitness Bunker in Lakewood. Find them on Facebook.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
Yes, I got it now.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
All right, let's take a live look outside. You are looking live at the HD News Now cam perched right outside of our office here in downtown Jamestown. The current temperature at the Jamestown Airport, it is 57 degrees, and it feels like 55, and you can abide with that northwest wind of 12 and that dew point of 47. Now, the airport's reporting mostly cloudy skies, but you can see some nice breaks in that cloud cover as well. I showed this at the noon show, but I wanted to put it back in here, the pollen index, because it's obviously pollen season. We're all dealing with this stuff. The tree and grass pollen running moderate, and weeds is low still, and mold is not counted. So that's the good news. If you want to go out and tee off tomorrow, not looking bad, but it is going to be chilly. 60 at 1, 64 at 4, and 61 at 7. A mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the day, but it will be chilly. So if you're an avid golfer, maybe bring your sweater because you might need it. On Doppler vision on the live scan, you can see there's nothing going on across the region. The radar is clear, and it'll probably remain that way for a few more hours. Let's take you through future scan here. You can see the model is overdoing the rain coverage. This is now, and there's nothing out there. So the model was kind of overdoing that, but we don't expect this to be overdone. Scattered rain showers popping up throughout the early, pretty much throughout the early evening hours. Boy, that's a handful to say there. But, you know, the early evening hours, the model tries to paint it to linger after midnight. I don't think that'll be the case. I think as we get into after midnight, the rain will all clear out. Partly to mostly cloudy for the overnight tonight. Showers early, otherwise turning mostly cloudy. 44 to 57 with a west wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tomorrow, and again, still remaining cool, but we're tack on a couple of degrees, 60 to 65 with a north wind averaging 3 to 6 miles per hour. The next 7 days brought to you by Quick Solutions. There we go. We go back into the 70s for Thursday, 74, 75 Friday, partial sunshine both days. Now, we do bring in a chance for a few rain showers over the weekend. None of those days are going to be a washout, and then we go to full sunshine for early next week with temperatures right back to where they should be.
All right, thank you, Dakota. News continues online at WNYNewsNow.com. We're back tomorrow right here at noon.